Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. There's some key things going on in this Heat Pacers series, and one is that the Heat are basically going 2-on-5. When you have so few points coming from anybody else, you can't win. Another thing is the Pacers have discovered that Paul George is arguably one of the best players on the floor at times, and when he guards LeBron, it really helps the Pacers' defense. On the flip side, when LeBron has to guard David West, the Pacers have an advantage down low in the post, and it looks like it's possible they're figuring out ways of overcoming that fronting, and if they can get Hibbert the ball a few more touches, then I don't know if the Heat are going to come out of the series winners. The Heat are still fronting West in the post, so Hill will bring the ball below the free throw line, and that gets West the ball in the high post, where he proceeds to abuse LeBron James. And here's where I thought inexperience is going to hurt the Pacers and they were going to lose this game, when Hill gets stuck up in the air and Hibbert is not looking for what would have been a nice pass and a finish. First off, after this jump ball, watch how creepy Joe Crawford is as he scuttles across the floor like an alien in the movie The Thing. But here's Dwayne Wade, who gets a quick switch onto West but doesn't take advantage. He passes the ball back out, gets it right back, and hits a really tough bank shot. Here's a weakness in the Heat defense, I believe. Either it's fatigue or just bad defense by LeBron, but watch on this curl how LeBron does not step up and certainly doesn't try and challenge that shot. While Barbosa isn't a defensive presence, he does a terrific job on Wade as they come across the lane trying to get Dwayne Wade the ball in the low post. They swing it and watch the screen and roll. LeBron's going to have Hibbert and the whole side to himself, but instead jump stop three-pointer that bricks. In a matchup of Vogel versus Spoelstra, they have Battier guarding West, which is a mistake. Even though LeBron's been getting scored on, Battier has no hope. Here's a double screen on the right side for Hill, but this is not Granger coming around, but LeBron's going to step out way too early, and there's West brilliantly stepping in for the layup. And here's Barbosa hurting you by not getting a body on Dwayne Wade earlier, and he gets an easy layup. And again, more evidence that the Pacers are crumbling under the pressure on the road as that ball gets tipped away pretty easily, and they all start standing around and nobody attacks and the clock runs down and Barbosa has to burp up a really long three-pointer. And here's a Kobe-style quick hitter where Dwayne Wade brings the ball up himself, no passing, gets a quick screen, but misses the reverse. Didn't have to be that tough of a shot though. The Heat did get the ball back, but here's something I don't understand. Watch the spacing on the left side when they set the screen and roll. There are three Pacers standing there waiting for Wade, and yet he has to go that way to take the screen and only can get a brick of a 20-footer. Another quick hitter for LeBron as they just screen for him and don't run offense, and he gets right to the basket and a beautiful fake, but here comes Paul George on an amazing block. Great play, way to follow it, and gets the rebound and fouled. But Indiana continually tried to give the game back to the Heat by missing free throws, and here, watch how LeBron James is going to come down and take way too much time off the clock. Typically, when you hold the ball, you're going to want to have about 12 or 11 seconds on the shot clock to start to get into something. They don't get into anything until about 7 seconds to go. So when LeBron James hits Battier and the help wasn't there, so now he's not open, there's no time to do anything else but a Dwayne Wade step back, a long jumper that bricks. But LeBron saves the day, gets the rebound. Now, does he look at all scared on these shots? I'm not so sure he looks scared, although there's the first brick in and out. But he looks tired to me. He hadn't come out all the second half, and that's on Spoelstra. More evidence Barbosa has no idea what's going on out there as he gets a screen to curl, but then for some reason kind of jumps over and tries to set a ball screen on the other side, and that gets everybody out of sorts. There's Hill going to the basket early, throwing up a real tough reverse. When the ball gets pitched back out again, there's Barbosa, who misses David West in the post for a wide open layup, but at least gets to the basket and gets Hibbert the ball, who gets fouled. Really strange play here as the Heat don't have time for a 2-for-1. They screen for Wade, but then they pitch it to LeBron, and there's two guys standing next to each other in the corner, and this whole offense kind of dies. They want to get the ball to Wade now in the post, and he gets good position, gets a good shot, but just blows it. And if you think there's a foul, look at the replay. There isn't much contact. And while Indiana would have preferred to make this free throw, while the ball goes bounding down the floor, it wastes 5.2 seconds, which is really crucial and really helped Indiana win this game. And not a bad call to have Chalmers shoot the three because he's the third best shooter on the team, but they have James Jones setting a screen. It's kind of strange. I would have had him maybe spotting up at least. And rather than just shoot it, Chalmers is always trying to get contact on his shot, and that's going to miss more often than not.